Hey guys, this is Backdraft and welcome to Sky Factory 3, episode 36. So, in the last episode, we built ourselves our automatic guest tier farm, which kills guests automatically, creates them by throwing squids through witch water, and then runs them through mob grinders and throws them into our storage sphere. The other thing we did in the previous episode was we built this awesome platform for our mountable dragon, which is now a hatchling and is going to go a little bigger in the next 6 minutes, and it will be adult in 26 minutes. Yeah, so it's been a bit since my last episode. I mean, well, since I've been able to film, but I have an enormous plan for this episode. One of the things that's next in the book after Hatch a Dragon Egg and Train It, which is currently in progress, is create the maximum size reactor. Now, the maximum size reactor, as far as I know, is 32 by 32 wide and long and 48 high, which is a ridiculous size. But I think I now have the resources to do this. So, the very first thing that we need to do is not that. The very first thing that we need to do is come up to my draconic storage sphere, because once I turn my reactor off, everything that's connected to it is going to be on stored power, and there's 273 million stored RF in this tier 2 energy core. I'm going to turn it off because I'm going to turn it into a tier 3. Let me go back down into the factory and I'll show you guys what we need to do for this. So if I grab the Draconic Evolution Information Tablet and take a look at the energy storage core, you can see that a tier 3 allows for 1.64 billion RF to be stored in it. And it looks like it's lagging a little bit. Sorry about that. Okay, so the tier 3 requires 26 draconium blocks. So, that's the only difference. Like, I need 20 more draconium blocks to do a tier 3, and I get like 4 or 5, a bunch times the amount of storage. And that's going to be useful because after I deconstruct my reactor, I'm going to let the new one fill up, or I'm sorry, the new draconic sphere fill up, and then after that, I'm going to deconstruct the reactor so that I have a bunch of stored power to go off of, at least for a little while. It's not the end of the world if I run out of power. Stuff will just turn back on as soon as I get enough power. But I need an additional 20 draconium blocks. So let's build all that. I have a ton of draconium from all of the mining I did in the end. So we are all set. Let me just head up here to the sphere area and we'll get started. So I don't want to lose a single block because that would just suck ass. So let me just be careful here. Actually, we'll just grab the one up top first. And then I'll come underneath. Actually, let me turn on, so I want to say this is a tier 3. So I'm going to say turn on the builder's guide. Okay, so it's not so bad. Why do I need 26 blocks? It's a 3 by 3 by 3. That's 27. Oh, and the middle's not a block. Okay, perfect. I don't actually have to move anything. So let's just throw this into place, and then we should be all set. Bam, 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 bam. Oopsie, gotta move that one. Bam, 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 bam. And then am I missing one somewhere? Oh, right there, yep. So I'm gonna need to move this one out of the way. So grab this bad boy. Got him. Okay, and then we'll plop him in there, and then we'll reactivate her. So, bammo. Cool. So it's now a little bigger, and as you can see, it's not filling up. Why not? What's going on with my reactor? I did turn it off for a split second, but it should be back on. I don't know why the sphere wouldn't be filling up. Yeah, this is back on. It's producing 38,000 RF a tick. What's going on? Let me double check the sphere. Do I need to like reset the oh, looks like it might be going now. It's still not filling up. Do I need to reset this or something? So, or is it all being sucked back out? That should be output, that should be input, but it should be filling up. What's going on? Yeah, that should be input. That should be sucking power from, hang on a second. Let's go back over here. What is going on? This is on. This is on. It's producing 38,000 RF a tick. What's going on? I don't have to redesignate it, do I? I should just give it a little schmack and it, oop. Yeah, it's connected to that sphere, so where's all that power going that it's not filling up the energy core? All right, obviously I'm having a bit of a derpy moment here, ladies and gentlemen. Let me spend a couple minutes figuring out why my energy core is not filling up anymore, and I'll be back with you in just a minute. Alrighty, ladies and gents, I apologize about that, but apparently for whatever reason, it wasn't sucking up any RF, but after I broke the flux plug and put it back, it started filling up again. So I'm gonna let that go for a little bit. And in the meantime, the next step that I need to do is I need to build the platform for this max-sized reactor, and I think I'm gonna throw it down. I'm not exactly sure. I think I'll throw it down over here next to my agricultural platform, just kind of over here. I'm eventually just going to keep surrounding the factory. That's my plan. I'm just going to keep making more platforms and areas. I'm going to keep surrounding the factory with stuff. And maybe I'll even put one like above or below. I could start going below. But for now, I'm going to put that one over here. So I'm going to start building that platform. I'm going to build... Ooh, look at my dragon. Hey there, buddy. What stage is he? Okay, he is a juvenile. He's getting big. We're just going to let him keep going. But we're going to build the platform out of factory blocks. I don't know which factory block I'm going to use, but oh, looks like we're backing up. Okay, good. I don't know which one we're going to use, but I'm going to build or make a bunch of stacks because we're going to need a lot. And then the plan is to make, how much iron do I have? Oh, we still got tons. Okay, so then I'm going to need my chisel. My chisel for chisel. So let's take a look at what we got. I'm kind of getting sidetracked. I'll tell you what the plan is in a minute. Sorry. Okay, so factory block, battery, that's kind of gross. Gears and flywheels, factory block, slightly rusted plate, orange, white caution stripes. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool too. Yellow, black caution stripes is pretty cool. Let me see what that looks like. Does it have a connected texture? It sure does. Alrighty, I think the caution stripes is actually pretty cool because it's a reactor. Like, you don't want people really going near the reactor, so I think that's what we're gonna go with. If it turns out being super ugly, I could always replace it later. But let's just get bunch of stacks of this stuff. And then we'll start building the platform. It's just gonna be, I'm gonna start off actually, so I was telling you guys what the plan is a minute ago, but then I got sidetracked. The plan is to build a bottom dome platform, and then directly above the reactor, once it's complete, build a second top dome platform, and then connect them using like glass, so it just looks like one big like cylindrical beast thing. I don't know what kind of glass, but we'll eventually figure that out. So let me get my builder. It should have the shape card in it already. I'm gonna need a lever and a chest for all the blocks and my flux point, and the shape card should be in it already, so I think we're all set there. And then the angel block, of course. Ooh, that did not sound good. Did a ghast escape? Doesn't look like it. It must just have, the gas must have been in the perfect spot to not be by the muffler. Yeah, okay, I think we're all set, actually. I don't think we're bad. Let's see what we're at in terms of RF while we're at it. So, come on. Okay, this is up to 480 million. It's 30% charged. Yeah, I don't really think we're gonna need too much reserve power. I don't think it's gonna end up being that big of a deal. But we're gonna toss this bad boy right there. Okay, so we'll put the builder block down. We'll grab our angel block back as usual. We'll throw the lever on the front as usual. Throw the flux point down, and we will throw it on the network, of course. Throw the chest on top. And then we'll grab the shape card and just make sure that it is a decent size. I don't think I want 40. 35 by 35. I don't know if I could fit a 32 by 32 neatly. Let's just do 40. Well, because if you think about it, you're going to need to do 32 by 32, and that would leave each side with 4 blocks. Yeah, I actually think that works out. So we'll do a 40 by 9 by 40. Turn that bad boy on. Let's turn on the preview so we can see where it's going to go. Just make sure it's not in like a bad spot. That's actually a pretty good spot. That's perfect. So let's plop in our blocks and get this going. And then we're going to have to light this bad boy up, of course. Yeah, boy! That should be enough, I would think. Looks like we're missing some, so we'll have to make a bit more, but let's start lighting her up. Okay. It's lit, ladies and gentlemen. It is lit. Okay. Don't know what we're going to end up doing on the inside. I wanted to automate the insertion of yellorium and the extraction of cyanite. I think that's how you say it. Just because it's a little annoying to have to keep going back and forth, inserting and extracting. And I kind of believe that, I believe that when the reactor is the maximum size, it's going to consume yellorium like crazy. But I have a plan. We can get tons of yellorium once we build our super sieve platform. And 2, when we set up a quarry in the beneath dimension. So I believe there's a lot of yellorium ore in the beneath dimension. And one thing that I did off camera that I have not mentioned to you guys before is I reset my ultimate furnace area so that I put an importer into the the refined storage system. So everything that gets smelted will get imported into the refined storage system. And I attached an ender chest, which actually is a black. So I can set up a black ender chest in the beneath dimension in a quarry, and then all of the ore will be spit into the ultimate furnace and automatically smelted and inserted into the refined storage system, which is pretty awesome if you ask me, and if I do say so myself. So let's make that many more stacks, and let's finish this up. Bada bang, bada boom, bada bang, bada boom. This should be more than enough. Doesn't matter if I make way too much because we're gonna need to build the top dome as well. So let's throw those in there. Looks like it just needs. That's it. That's all needed. Okay, great. All right. Anywhere mobs can spawn. Yep, right there. Think we should be good. It's kind of hard to tell actually. The yellow on yellow doesn't really work out so well, but that's all right. Alrighty, so let's grab that. No! Come on, man. You got. It's just a game. It's just a game. It's just a game. That's all right. I could build myself another illumination wand. The recipe's pretty simple. For a second there, I thought it added a second layer. That would have been awful. And I can't actually build another illumination bulb because I don't have my freaking wand. Yeah, so there's the base platform. Let me go get another illumination wand and we'll finish her up. Okay. illumination wand. Thankfully, it's a pretty simple, wait. Oh, you need wand cores. Those are simple. So, 1, 2, bada bing, bada boom, bada bow. Okay. So we'll toss that away, that away, that away, that away. Put those up, put that away. We're gonna need more factory blocks for the top part. But alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we'll finish the rest of the platform off camera. Let me go over to my sphere real quick. Let's check what she's at. Like I said, we should be pretty golden. Yeah, 700 million RF is in there right now. I don't think we're gonna be using anywhere near. I mean, we're not using anywhere near 38,000 RF a tick right now. We're only using like a handful. Like this thing's only using 2,600, and that is the most RF demanding thing that I have. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, let's start deconstructing this then. So we'll turn her off. We'll grab all of our shizzle. We'll just keep ejecting all of the yellorium. Let's toss all that into the system. We'll toss those in there as well. And then we're going to start deconstruction. So let's grab... Oopsie. That's not good. Probably have to make another one of those. Let's put a block there just to be safe. Okay, that's fine. So let's grab that bad boy. And then we'll start from the top down. Because I absolutely do not want to mess around with the liquid ender, because if you step into it or a block falls in it or an item, it teleports to a random location, and that is not fun. Alrighty guys, this is gonna be a pretty boring part, so I'm gonna go ahead and deconstruct this thing, and then I'm gonna start building it over there in a 32 by 32 by 48. It's gonna require a lot of graphite, and I think I'm gonna end up using graphite blocks here because I used the big reactor tester software on the web, and it turned out that graphite blocks are actually almost the same in terms of cooling as diamond blocks. Everybody's always saying diamond blocks are the best, diamond blocks are the best. But as far as I saw from my testing, graphite blocks were just as good. Lead blocks aren't that great. I mean, they're all right, but they're not that great. Graphite blocks are definitely better. And we're going to continue on with the liquid ender as well. All right, guys, I'm going to go off camera. I'm going to finish this up, and I'll see you guys in a bit. This, my friends, may have been the worst idea I've had in a long, long time. So this is the platform that I've got going right now, and this is the base for the max size reactor. And I'm almost out of gold, and I'm almost out of iron, and you need both of those things to make reactor casing and reactor glass, which I need a butt ton of. Yeah, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to finish this right now, but I have an idea, and I need to come back to you guys in a second because I need to get it together, so I'll be right back. Alrighty, ladies and gents, so here is my plan. I've got everything in my inventory that I'm going to need. I am going to go into the beneath dimension and set up a quarry. I actually need a quarry block, so let me grab that shape card out of there, throw that away, and get my quarry block. Now, the only problem is I don't know if this is going to require a crazy amount of RF, and if it does, I might be screwed. But I could always build a smaller reactor just like in the corner over here so that I can continue to get RF. That's probably what I should have done in the first place. I should have let my other reactor keep going while I build the bigger one, but I'm a total jagweed and I didn't get that memo. So let's do it. We're going to go into the beneath dimension and we're going to see what we can get with what we have. I've got two 25 million vibrant capacitor banks right now. And I've got my black ender chest, which will feed into here and smelt everything that gets mined in the beneath dimension. I've also got my night vision helmet, so let's go. Now I'm going to take it off when we get right into the beneath dimension because I don't want to be in a non-lit area because I really don't want to have to deal with Gru. It looks like I kind of already am. Let's take this bad boy off. There should be plenty of iron. Oh yeah, I won't be able to fly if I have it off. But there should be plenty of ore. And let's put it back on so we can see. Let's go back down there to where... Yeah, there should be plenty of ore in the beneath dimension. So as you can see, there's prosperity shards over here, coal over here, bauxite over here, gold over here, just a nasty amount of ore, black quartz over here. You know, so I could just set up, like I could go down here to where I've lit up an area a little bit. It's quite scary down here, but that's okay. So then what I can do is I'll show you guys in a second. I need to get rid of away from all these mobs. Is I'll set up the quarry, and then I'll have a quarry like a giant area, and then it'll just be a matter of using up all of the RF that I have stored. So let's go up a little bit so I can get away from all these fricks. Okay. So then I'll set up the builder block right there. I'll put the RF storage right next to it. I'll put this ender chest above it and the lever right there. So then I'll grab my shape card and I'll say start the quarry. Jesus, guys, go away. Come on, leave me alone. Leave me alone. Come on, come on, go away, go away, go away, go away. Whoa, they're tough. Jeez. They have a lot of health. Okay, go away. Come on, leave me alone. Leave me alone, leave me alone. Okay, so I'll start the quarry right there. You can only do that on a builder. Oh yeah, I need to right click the builder first. Okay, so I'll start the quarry right there, and I'll fly. Let me just note the coordinates right here. Oh, this is Sky Factory 3. I can make a freaking waypoint. New, we'll call that quarry, just so I don't get lost. Save that, close, and we're all set. So then I'll fly into this direction, way off into the distance. I'll light it up as I go, just so that I don't, you know, just so that Gru doesn't get me. So then everything within this area will eventually get quarried. The only thing is I have to dig down a little bit in order to get it, you know. So let's just stick with that area right there. Let me get my pickaxe, and then we'll mine down. Go away. Leave me alone. God, these things are crazy. So let's go down a few blocks. Gonna need to light it up too, so that Gru doesn't get me. So I don't know how far down we'll bother going, but we'll go down pretty far. Light, 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 light. Okay. Okay, we're at bedrock. So we'll go all that way. So all of the settings have been copied to the shape card. It's going to start quarrying out all that area. So that is quite a bit of area, actually. I don't know how much RF this thing is just going to suck. Just absolutely suck. But let's turn on the preview mode. Doesn't look like it's previewing. Current level not scanning. Mode enabled. Mode disabled. Okay, let's just turn it on and see what we get. Bam. Whoa! No, I don't want all that cobblestone. I do not want all that cobblestone. Is that a black? Black quartz, diamond, prosperity shard, lead, cobblestone. Why isn't it going back? It is a black, right? Okay. Well, that didn't use too much RF. Just like 1 million. Okay, so that's not so bad. But I don't want cobblestone. So, void cobble, void stone, void dirt and gravel. Let's try that again. No, did I just screw that up? Get out of here. Leave me alone. I think I just screwed it up. All right, guys, I'm going to go off camera. I'm going to finish this thing up. I'm going to figure it out, and then we're going to get ourselves a crazy amount of ore from this quarry. So stay tuned. Alrighty, ladies and gents, I am back in Overworld, and ooh, that guest is a little creepy. And so I decided to build this smaller size reactor, about the same size as the other one that I had for the time being, just until I can get the resources to build the max size reactor. Now, this is a little different if you guys have already noticed from my previous reactor, because I'm now using graphite blocks instead of lead blocks, and this is actually more efficient. I've done a lot of research on extreme reactors, and this gives me 42,000 RF a tick instead of 38,000, which is a little better. So yeah, I'm going to let that run so that all my stuff can run for the time being. But what I want to do is I want to set up a permanent, well, semi-permanent quarry system in the beneath dimension, and the way I'm gonna do this is I'm going to need to transfer RF to the beneath dimension. I can't just keep going back and forth using capacitors and whatnot, but what I can use are these dimensional transceivers. Now these are really pricey. It requires ender crystals, which require a soul binder, and it also requires ender resonators, which require slice and splices. And off camera, I actually made these two blocks. They're quite simple to make. So if you guys, you could always look at the recipe if you were curious. And I now have everything I need to make at least a couple of them, I think. The only thing I need to make are these ender resonators. So I need axes, shears, enderman head, solarium, silicon, and vibrant alloy. So I'm gonna need, I think I can, oh, what's going on? I think I can make iron axes, so let me make a couple of those. Okay, there's one, there's two. Now I need shears. 1, 2, and then I need enderman heads. Oh crap, I'll need to get those. But I have the vibrant alloy. I just need 2 of those. I need silicon. I got tons of that from my factory down below. And electrical, no. I need solarium, which I've got some of that I did off camera. And what else? Vibrant alloy, I think is the, oh, I got that already. So enderman head, I think, is the last thing that I need. So let me go over to my mob farm real quick. Oh man, I'm recycling all of the enderman heads, so this kind of sucks. I don't know if I have any here. What is skeleton skulls in there? Oh man, I'm gonna need to figure out a way to get enderman heads. Let me check out enderman head if there's a simpler way to get this. Doesn't look like it. Tormented enderman head. Broken spawner, powered spawner, enchanter. And that's not what I need. I don't think I have. Yeah, see, the problem is there's not enough endermen that spawn in my mob farm for me to just go ahead and, disable disable these and grab a couple enderman heads out of there. That's not really how this is gonna work, and I lost a lot of the loot from the tragic breaking of the iron colossal chest, so I'm gonna have to go ahead and get a couple enderman heads. You know what, this is probably gonna take me a while anyway, so last time I promised I'm gonna go off camera, and I'm gonna get the enderman heads together, and I'm gonna get the trans-dimensional, the heck's it called? It's like dimensional transceiver or something like that. But yeah, I'm gonna do that off camera, and I think we're actually out of time for this episode. So first thing next episode, I'm gonna make those transceivers. I'm gonna set up the quarry. But thank you guys for watching. As always, if you've enjoyed the video, please do not hesitate to hit that thumbs up. And if you've really enjoyed it, then please subscribe. My subscriber base is growing every day. I thank you guys so much for watching the videos and keep coming back to watching the rest. And if you're interested in hearing about videos that are posted on my YouTube channel, as soon as they're posted, head over to Twitter, give me a follow. @BackdraftGamer is the handle. You'll be the first to know when I post new videos. Thank you for watching as always, and bye-bye.